ready to explore ancient fortresses and fairy tale castles.
I think we're going to be here some time, too. Yeah.
They face aristocratic owners and cutthroat deals.
You can also do other things with this.
Yes.
It's clear, yes?
Yeah. Anything you say.
Drew gets hands-on with the locals' bikes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And birds.
Wow, that's amazing.
And at one of the country's best vintage salvage yards,
Oh, it's a proper 50s diner.
T ends up looking a bit of an ass.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, I like that. Wow.
He searches this country
This is starting to beat our favourite house.
and abroad
Amazing.
for weird and wonderful objects.
That's fabulous.
There's only one in the world.
How do you value that?
In his hunt for treasure,
What do you want for it? 12?
he bargains hard.
8.5?
And there's nothing he won't buy.
Look at his little chaps. Look.
With help from his wife Rebecca
Lovely. Okay, so that's a sale.
and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems. Drew's off on one of the biggest trips he's ever undertaken. Face at for a certain salvage hunter. Drew's scouring the south of the country for items he'd struggled to find back home in Blighty. With few British buyers prepared to travel this far and the very favourable exchange rate, he's hoping to find some fantastic bargains.
What do they do exceptionally well here? They do some of the best industrial lighting and furniture you can buy anywhere in the world. We're no stranger to industrial lighting. So we're looking at a full van scenario. I want to fill the van with top quality, cool, obviously German, stylish furniture, lighting and decoration.
And ever the ambassador, T's decided to go the extra mile to try and impress the locals.
Wir können es bringen.
What's this?
Wir
Wir
können es trinken.
You können a stinking. Wir können es
Can we
trinken.
drink it?
Can we drink it?
I would like to do it this evening.
He's a bit of a horny bugger, isn't he? Yes.
Ich möchte es heute Abend tun.
She would like to see it this evening.
Drew's first stop is the town of Witzenhausen. It sits almost in the centre of the country, in the beautiful Werra Valley, which separates the Rhön Mountains and the Kaufunger Forest. It's a very traditional German town, with buildings dating back to medieval times. It's also the hub of one of Germany's largest and oldest cherry-growing regions. Drew's kicking off the trip with a prestigious court.
We're off to see Count Anna Baron one day. In a schloss. We're going to a really, really good schloss.
The Schloss, or castle, is Berleb's Castle, a turreted romantic medieval fortress which has been in the same family for 19 generations. Today, it's the home of Count Zittich and his son, Baron Fabian.
This castle was built 1369.
The castle was used over time for different purposes. For war, in former times, and today it is a place where you can get married, where you can have great food, where you can visit our museum and visit the castle. It's mainly used for tourism today.
Before inheriting the castle, Count Zittich
I left this house to make my own life. I look around and very simple and take things on the street, and then I start to restore it, and then I had so much fun with this that I learned this as a new profession. And later I had a very famous workshop dealing with high-class antique furniture.
The Count inherited and moved back into the castle in 1978, and as a lifelong dealer of antiques, has filled it with many unique pieces.
There you go. Whoa, it is pretty damn impressive, that, isn't it? It really is. If you're a single count and you're on the pull, you just walk around with a picture of your house, you go, I live there. Yeah. Get in the car.
In Germany.
What a wonderful place.
That's it.
Amazing.
Let's learn.
Before introducing Drew to his father, the Count, Baron Fabian wants to show him and T one of the castle's finest features.
Here you go.
Look at that. My word. That's incredible. So do the brides come out here and have their photographs taken and things like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, right at this place, it's a romantic place.
Yeah.
And I cannot count how many women became her offer for marriage here.
Ah.
They call it like that in English?
Yeah. I thought you were going to say pregnant out here.
Yes.
Yeah, that could happen.
Romance may be in the air, but Drew has money on the mind and wants to get buying. So it's off to meet Fabian's dad, Count Zittich.
How you doing?
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm T.
Hello.
You okay?
Hello.
You good? Okay, so we're right to have a look around.
Yeah, please.
Some of these locks are
This
amazing.
is from Spain. This is very special. You understand for what it is? You can imagine?
I've got it. I could guess.
No.
It's not good for your health.
No, it's not so dangerous. It is to make from the tree the balken. Wie sagt man?
To debark the tree.
To make the beans
Yeah,
out of
to make
the
it like
wood.
this.
Like a
So it's
hatching.
not clear because you will hurt yourself. It is made for the left hand. You stand there and you make like this, very high. Therefore, it's a little bit
I get it.
like this. Huh?
I know.
Yeah.
See, and then the weight.
Yeah.
Just.
But you can also do other things with this.
Yes.
It's clear. Yes?
Yeah. Anything you say.
No longer in use. It's here that Drew can look for purchases.
So we look here inside. What happened here?
Aha!
Come in.
Now you're talking. This is good.
Huh?
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Good. Tell you what I do like. This.
This is around 1860, 1880, I guess.
Yeah.
We must look under.
Yeah.
South Germany, guaranteed, yes, oak.
Okay. For sale?
Yeah, if you are nice to me, I sell you.
Can we take the lights off the top?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Maybe the best is I put it here.
I'm going to tip it. It's just pinned together. I have to be careful it doesn't slide.
It's going to go all the way down.
It's got a very naive piece of furniture in there that I'm really interested in. It's a very simple, classy, stylish little table that will grace any hallway.
This oak centre table was made in Europe in the 19th century. It has turned and splayed legs, flat wide stretchers, and its nice wear, colour and form make it a particularly desirable item. With some restoration, it could be worth around £1,500.
The crack in the top is not insurmountable, but it does affect it a little. So it's hundreds, not thousands. What would you like for it, sir?
I would be very happy for 900. Yeah, because it's rather perfect.
The Baron is dealing in euros, so T decides to play banker when it comes to telling Drew what he's paying in pounds. Antiques aficionado Drew Pritchard is in Germany, seeking out the country's best salvage treasures.
I want to fill the van with top quality German stylish furniture.
He's travelled to Witzenhausen, in the centre of the country, to visit a fairy tale castle where he's trying to strike a deal over a table with Count Zittich, whose family have lived here for 19 generations.
Can we do 8? I don't want to beat you up too much.
It's okay, we make, because you must transportation to London, and it's an honor.
At €800, just over £570, the first deal is done, and there are more places to search. At the top of one of the towers is a dark and dusty storeroom. Just the kind of place Drew loves.
It's gone very quiet in there.
There's a very, very small room within the attic space, and it's full of broken lighting. But amongst it, right at the back, a sort of spot, just the neck and a head of a swan. And realised it's a pair of lamps. These are just wall lights. They're not a great deal of age to them looking at this back plate. See? Modern screws on the back of it, but they're great looking, aren't they? They're so sort of grimy and distressed that attracts them to me.
Dating and steel, they are a bespoke piece, with fine detailing to the body and feathers. Such an unusual item could fetch around £1,800.
Would you sell these, and if so, how much?
But you should give €1,000. I would not give away under. 500 for each. If it's clean, you can make something.
Yes,
I'm sure.
Yes, yeah. I'm thinking I can hopefully make something. What's €1,000, T? 700?
715 close enough.
Yeah, okay. They look really expensive, like they've come out of a palace, and that's what they're designed to do. You can imagine some Russian oligarch wanting those for his bathroom. You know, they've got that look about them.
Hence on 2 unique purchases, Drew is delighted with his first day in Germany.
It's been a very enlightening and interesting day in breathtaking surroundings. Met some really good guys and bought a couple of good things. So, yeah, a great day. So, a count and a baron. That is the double whammy, isn't it?
It is.
What have you been doing today? Well, guess what? Been hanging out with a count and a baron.
I was saying to the count, and the baron backed me up on this.
Me and the count were like that now, aren't we? Yeah.
The next leg of this German excursion is taking Drew and T 200 miles southwest to Mannheim. Famous in Germany for its American-style street grid layout, it's the 3rd largest city in Mannheim University. This city has a history of invention, with the world's first bicycle created here in 1817 and the first automobile in 1886. And its important industrial heritage continues today. Drew may have bought some exceptional pieces at Schloss Berlepsch, but he's going to have to buy an awful lot more to make the trip to Germany worthwhile. And he's had a hot tip on just where to go.
We are going to see Dirk Heckman. He does the fairs down here, and a mate of mine found him and said, if you're in Germany, you've got to go and see this guy.
We're in Germany.
So we're going to go and see him.
Fantastic. So what does he do if he does the fairs?
Germany has got a huge industrial past, and all of the best industrial lighting you can buy is German. It just is. It's just better.
Mr. Shine.
Antique dealer Dirk Heckman has invited them to his home, where his vast collection is housed across a series of storerooms and workshops. He's been a vintage enthusiast and collector since he was a teenager.
I started in '86 in collecting advertising signs, and I made a lot of experience on flea markets. And 1988, I opened a store dealing with this stuff.
For industrial, high-quality, uniquely German pieces, Dirk's collection is bigger and better than anything Drew's likely to find back in the UK. Just in Germany that runs his business in a similar way to Drew, so the potential here is exciting. But how will his prices compare to those back home?
The market in England is a bit different than here. Like medical equipment, like you see here, this X-ray machine, yeah. I saw on English websites for more than £2,000, yeah. And you can buy it here, for example, €400.
So, if the price is right, it could be a good day for both men.
Dirk.
Hey,
Drew, how you doing? Good to meet you at last.
Hi.
to meet you.
I'm T.
Hey,
Are
T.
you good? Yeah.
Thanks for letting us come to your home.
Yeah.
And I can see past. Can I come and have a look at this? Can we look at
sure.
this? Yes.
Try not to break into a run, Drew.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Yeah.
Just
29 Indian Scout.
I've walked into the first building and I can't believe my eyes. I'm looking at one of my favourite items on the planet, and it's a fabulous unrestored Indian motorplane.
This early model from 1929, designed by Charles B. Franklin and built by the Hendy Manufacturing Company, subsequently the Indian Motorcycle Company, is a strikingly distinctive bike and a real collector's item. It could be worth around £20,000.
Wonderful. I know the answer, but I'm going to ask.
No.
I think we knew that already.
Okay, and I completely understand. Yeah. It just gets better.
Drew can't afford to indulge his personal passions. He's got to buy antiques he can sell to make this German trip worthwhile.
Got to get my business brain back into gear.
Some things I don't have for sale.
Some things you do. This is nice, Dirk.
Yeah, steel
cabinet. Yeah.
With the Baroque.
It's nice. It's got the pull out, you know. That's very me. That's my type of thing.
This high-quality medical cabinet dates back to the early 1900s and would have been used in either a dentist's surgery or a surgical theatre, with the pull-out section acting as a work surface for the medical instruments. In this unrestored original condition, it could be worth around...
Medical cabinet. It's got some of the best distressed paint I've seen in an awful long time. It's a belter. So is this for sale? Do you have a few of these? Would you sell this?
I bought this years ago for myself. Yeah. So the price would be so that it compensates my pain.
Oh no! Today's going to be difficult. Okay. What will make you not hurt?
How much pounds is 1,000?
715.
715 pounds is 1,000 euros. Can you do 800 euro?
My pain would go away a little bit at 900.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. How was that? Do you feel better?
A little bit.
Oh, get out of it. Dirk wants to have a price that makes him feel better about selling it. I want it to have a price that makes me feel good about buying it, to be perfectly honest. And where we end up, I'm well pleased.
There's a huge variety of stock, and everywhere Drew turns, something catches his eye.
This is good too. I like that one. Is he for sale?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I don't know if it's a donkey or it's a horse.
Donkey. I've got a real sort of fetish for heads, and that's it. Sold. I'm buying it.
Papier-mâché has long been used as a material for making masks, as it's lightweight and low cost, but usually is carnival and could be worth around £200.
So what would that one cost?
100.
100, which is about
70.
71. Deal.
Super.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great. I'm going to make T wear it in the van.
I think you should check it out now.
That's great.
Can you see out of it when you drive it?
Yeah. It'll be fine. Oh, it's you. Yeah, I like that.
And it's not the only head that's eyeing Drew up.
Tell me about this, Dirk. What's this?
This is from a mannequin head.
Mannequin head.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
I found it nearly 30 years ago. Yeah.
Great.
Would have been part of a shop display. It's been overpainted, but years of wear have left it highly distressed. As a decorative item, it could be worth around £200.
You've had it for so long, I can't take that off you.
Yeah.
I can. Great. How much is it?
It's also 100.
100. So that's what again? It's £71. 71.50. Sold.
Drew's only been here a few minutes. He's made 3 purchases and is already on to the next.
Tell me about this, Dirk.
Oh, just a plexi shell.
Plexiglass.
Yeah.
60s, late 60s or early 70s?
No, not so old.
Not so old. 80s? I like that, though. That's a cool thing. I learned to drive in the 1980s, so now I'm retro. Well, they grew up around me. They're not that old. Or are they?
Made from plexiglass, also known as acrylic or perspex, this modular unit has horizontal shelves within the circular forms to make it a useful piece of furniture. 80s pieces are starting to go up in value, and it could be worth around £600.
So how much is that?
250 euros.
Go on, T, do you think? Tick. So 178.50. Can we do it 225 euro?
Salvage expert Drew Pritchard is in Germany, hunting down the best salvage bargains.
Oh, my God, look at this.
He's with...
Can we do it 225 euro?
How much is this in pounds?
160. So, thank you. Thank you. Paid €225, so under £200 for it. Wonderful, wonderful bargain.
With a strong exchange rate and the differing market values of antiques between Germany and the UK, Drew is doing well. The visit to Dirk is looking like a very good call, and he still has several showrooms to explore.
Oh, T, look at this. Oh, brilliant. It's a proper 50s diner. You've got some great stuff in here. What about these things,
This is
Dirk?
Zeiss Econ hanging lights.
I like those. Great look to them. And I've had a lot of these in the past, and the colour just looks unreal. So good.
These lights, with their iridescent shades, were often used as footlights in theatres or to illuminate goods in shop windows. With a rewire, they could fetch around £150 each.
What sort of price are they?
I take £70 for all.
For the lot?
One for the lot. 100 for all.
So two of those. Yep. Two of those. Two of these.
And 2 sockets.
2 sockets, 100. Yes, sold. Thank you.
German industrial lighting is what Drew really wanted to get on this trip, and at these prices, he can't resist.
Those three?
Those 3, £50. £25.
So,
I take for this one £30.
okay, sold. Price-wise, he's bang on every time. When I've given the opportunity to meet somebody like that and have access to this amount of goods that I like, don't complain, don't be a pain, just buy them. Oh, tea. And another route. Just superb. Dirk, this is great. How much is that one?
€100, £70.
Yeah, sold. I'll have it.
Thank you.
I do like this one, I think, as well.
The price is £70, €100. Okay, thank you.
Bite your hand off.
Very well, and the search isn't over yet.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? I've had stuff by them before. I had 2 huge ones. What do these cost over here?
Unrestored, the pair together is £800.
Let's look at them. That's worth looking at. Did you put it on the base, or is that the original base?
No, this is the original base.
There's one lamp that immediately catches my eye. It's bigger than the rest. It's better than the rest. It's on its original base, which is very unusual these days. It's got an original finish. It's got all the maker's marks on it, and I've had one before, so I know exactly what it is and what it's worth.
Made by K. Weinart, this tripod film studio lamp was manufactured in Berlin in the 1930s. It's still on its original wheelbase and is heighted at around £1,200.
That I'd like, because of the base.
Yeah,
That one, can't do anything with it, really.
okay. This one is £550.
It's sold.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Drew's on a roll, and his penchant for quirky figures sees him heading for another display case.
Shame he's a bit mashed, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's
cool.
Yeah, he's so creepy. I love him. That's great. That scares me.
You know what?
Huh?
I give it to you
No,
as a present
no.
for your collection of hats.
But I'll sell it.
I'm sure he will laugh when he arrives in England.
I'll give you €10 for it. I can't take things
5.
for nothing. 5. That's the weirdest deal I've ever Never seen that. He kept going, you don't need money.
At the end of a marathon shopping spree, Drew has bought 27 individual pieces and spent almost £2,500.
Today was, for me, what the business is all about. I've met a very like-minded guy, a real gent, someone I like immensely, respect what he does, and I've been able to buy a lot of stuff, an awful lot. Filled the van right up. Standout item for the day to me is probably one you wouldn't expect. It is the 1980s Perspex shelving unit. I really like it. It excites me, it interests me. It's funky, not seen one before.
Overall, I'm very happy that Drew was here. He's really a nice person. Yeah. and I was really surprised that he bought so much this kind of stuff for good prices, and I think he's happy, so I'm already also happy.
The van is chock-a-block, but hopefully they can still squeeze in some more purchases as Drew heads towards his last German location, which is only a 50-mile drive east to the town of Bad Wimpfen. The journey takes them through the stunning countryside of one of Germany's most beautiful states. The hilly terrain leads them up to the ancient spa town. It's a historic place, with many buildings dating back to the 12th and 13th centuries, including the central tower, which dominates the skyline, and served as altered by a string of smaller castles, one of which is their next destination.
We're going to Berg Gutenberg. Nice. And we're going to meet Baron von Ingen. I want to be a baron. It's not fair. Baron von Pritchard. I think Baron von Pritchard's got a bit of a ring to it, frankly. Yeah.
Well, do you know, I have myself more down as a duke, to be honest with you.
Laird.
Yeah, I think I'm more...
Laird tea.
I'm more... The cut of my jib is more...
More lard.
Baron Bernhof von Gemmingen is the owner of Burg Gutenberg. The castle was built in the 12th century and is one of the best preserved in the region. Today it houses a small museum, as well as an exceptional and unique collection.
We did not build the castle. We did not conquer the castle with a sword in our hand. No, we just paid it cash. We bought it in the 15th century, in the year 1449. An ancestor of mine bought this castle. And ever since then, a part of the family is living here. Now, our kids are the 17th generation in one row. Every generation, I think, works the same way. They say, well, this furniture is not very modern. We like to live in a modern kind of way. So they put all the stuff on the attic and they buy new furniture. And then, of course, the attic piles up. I'm curious what he thinks about our attic.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
You are welcome.
Hello. I'm T.
I'm Bernhard.
It really is. And all the birds, all this going on.
Yeah, and they are alive and hungry.
They're alive and hungry. I brought lunch.
That's good.
For everybody.
A light lunch.
Well, yeah, there's a lot to go around. I'd love to see some more of the castle.
Yeah, let's go.
Inside the castle is a small museum, whose centerpiece is a fascinating and incredibly rare exhibit, an archive of 94 wood specimens.
Look at this.
This is something special, maybe. It's our wooden library. It's 215 years old. The timber out of which the book is made, they took from the special tree. The back, which holds the specific elements of the plant. You see the leaves and the fruit.
I've never seen anything like it. It's staggering. If this came on the open market, my God, there'd be a fight. These are made in the 1700s and they're works of art. Price-wise, who knows what it's worth. In some ways priceless, and hopefully it will stay with this building forever.
But what Drew is here for is to find items he can take away from this castle. And up in the cavernous attic is where several hundred years of junked furniture is stored.
I think we're going to be here some time, T.
Yeah. Now that's an attic.
Not one of the smallest attics.
So all the things, so I'm okay to have a pick around here, just to look around.
Sure.
Talk about good access here. We're in the castle's attic, which is... So you've never had anybody up here to buy anything?
No.
Never?
No.
Incredible. Blown away. We'll everything I can cover, T will tidy it up after, I promise. He's very good.
Are you looking up the ghost skirt there?
Yes. That's quite nice. Fairly normal, but quite nice.
We're now in the cupboard section.
Look at that. That's a whopper. More library.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, something. What I'm seeing as I walk around are a lot of very, very large wardrobes, cupboards, chairs, beds. But to be honest, nothing to buy. That's a real surprise. I thought I was going to fill my boots here today.
But just when Drew's starting to think the attic is a lost cause, something catches his eye.
Okay, these have got a certain look to them. Quite like them. Basic, but nice. Colour's good. So what would you want for these then? Those ones? Or just do them all together?
All together.
All together, easier. This one needs a lot of work. Just a shame the stretch has been changed on that one. Because quite badly as well. Well, yeah, it costs to have them.
The fruitwood frame, rattan seat, unusual corner design, and being a set of 3 elevates their value. Once restored, they could be worth around £1,200.
There is a major problem with these. On the corner seat, the front 2 stretchers are missing. A lot of work to do something like that. In good condition, it's probably €300 or €400 for that one. Those €150 for the pair, and same for that, so €300 for the lot.
Yeah. I'd rather say 500 for the whole thing.
Really? I can't go to 5.
No?
Can we meet in the middle at 4 and have it done?
He's gone out of his way to get to this amazing building and had high hopes of finding more objects.
I'm looking for something that's just got that something.
But in spite of the castle's enormous attics, he's only found a set of rattan chairs. If he doesn't secure a deal on them, it's all been a wasted journey.
I would rather say 500 for the whole thing.
Really? I can't go to 5.
No?
Can we meet in the middle at 4 and have it done?
450.
So €450. Okay. This?
Yeah.
Deal.
Deal.
Thank you. Okay. And the nice and light tea.
Yeah.
Well, the one I'm carrying is anyway.
And I take it you're having that one and I'll be having that one.
Drew's finally made a deal, and at a price which means the trip wasn't in vain. Started in the 1970s, it's one of the finest collections of these majestic creatures in Germany, with over 100 vultures, eagles, owls and falcons. And Drew is getting the chance to fly one of the birds.
Her name is Jumbo.
She's beautiful. Wow. What sort of bird is she?
It's an African fish eater. So I'm starting her now.
These giant birds come from sub-Saharan Africa. As well as fish, their diet also consists of monkeys, flamingos, baby crocodiles, but hopefully not Welsh salvage hunters.
Then, just have a look. Be relaxed, please.
Here we go. Oh, my word. Here we go. Wow.
That's amazing.
Nice move.
Beautiful. I'd just even an animal like that coming straight at you. It should have been really scary, and it wasn't. It felt very comfortable. A very sort of moving experience, actually, having a bird of prey that close to you. Today was a really good day. It's not often you get access to places like this. There's a lot of things up there I'd quite fancy, but they're too big and difficult to deal with, really. But what we did buy, very happy with, it's saleable. Okay, all done?
Yep, all in.
Marvellous. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What a
Come
day.
back.
What a day.
Thank you.
Quite an incredible day.
Fantastic. And he nearly got eaten by an eagle.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah,
And he's still alive.
I know, I survived it. Thank you very much.
One of the only
Nice.
lucky few.
Thanks for the lessons.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Germany must be good for you because you're not making noises when you get in the van.
Germany's very good for me. It's got all of the food ingredients of the world that I need. Sausage and lager.
Don't need anything else.
No.
After 1,000 miles travelled, £4,000 spent, and the van now full, it's been one of Drew's best buying trips. But the German jaunt is over, and it's time to head home. A few days later, back at base, Rebecca gives her verdict on the trip.
Overall, the German trip was a great success. And there's some wonderful items that have come off the lorry.
For the team of restorers, bought from the Count in Schloss Berleps.
It's actually in pretty good condition. It just needs a polish. The only problem we've got, it's got this big crack down the top.
To make it better, it first needs to be made worse. With a chisel, the edges of the crack are levelled off.
So what we need to do is take an oak slither and file it down by hand and plane it until we get it to the right shape, a nice tight fit, and wedge that in.
Once planed down to size, glue is put in the crack and the wedge is hammered into place.
So what we're left with now is a nice flat oak wedge. The problem we've got is, because it's a new timber, we now need to age this to match the rest. So we start colouring the timber with a dark oak colour.
We use methylated spirits to strip the tabletop and blend it in.
Methylated spirits will break down all the grime and wax that's on there, but it's quite a mild form of stripper really, and we're using a very fine wire wool which won't scratch the surface at all and won't really remove much. We'll just spread it out nice and even, keeping a nice patina on there. So our strip of timber still a little bit light, so what we'll do, we'll put a nice thin coat of stain over that with a thin brush.
The table is then waxed with beeswax, and the final stage is a buffing with a clean rag.
So that's gone great. We've got a nice shine on there. Looks nice and natural, looks original. We've lost the crack. It's ready to go back for Drew for sale.
The film studio...
Buying small lights again. As per usual, rip it apart. See what we got.
But dismantling the 80-year-old light soon reveals a problem.
See, I don't think we're going to get bulbs that look like that anymore.
Carl needs to make a new light fitting that will take a modern bulb. He drills a hole in the old lamp holder, cuts a new bar to the right height, and adds the bulb fitting.
It's good.
The film light is one of the largest we've had in recently. Where it'll end up, either in a wonderful loft conversion somewhere, or, more than likely, I think, in a retail space.
The medical cabinet goes to...
My favourite word is patina, and this is patina, patina, patina. It's stunning.
Perfect. Was it? Yeah. Really nice.
And it proves to be one of the quickest items to turn around. As soon as it hits the website, it's sold, and is now on its way to a restaurant in London. The suite of rattan chairs, bought from Borg Gutenberg, have just returned from Alex's workshop, having undergone a major makeover.
The corner chairs and the corner bench, they're all different greens and browns. What we've done is we've ebonized all three, and Alex has turned new stretchers and matched the colour all the way through. They look fantastic. They're going to sell quickly.
The mannequin head is sold instantly to a Spanish client in Valencia. The Donkey Carnival head gets snapped up by a collector in Lincoln. As a gift from Dirk is, for now, keeping an eye on everyone in the workshop. After a good clean, Drew's favourite purchase, the 1980s acrylic shelving unit, is ready to go up on the website. And from the attic of the fairy tale castle, Schloss Berleps, the ornate wall lights have proved a popular purchase.
The swan wall lights are actually my favourite item that Drew's come back from Germany with. I love the shape, the movement. They're actually stunning. You just stare at them.
Right. That's that one.
They've restored particularly well, and now they're off to Beverly Hills. Germany, I loved. It was beautiful. People were great, and what we came back with just was beyond our expectations. So the whole
pieces, and we're already discussing when he's going back again.